Tens of thousands of migrants from the Middle East have flooded Europe, and now several countries are saying no more. For the first time in 20 years, from Hungary to Austria and Germany, the borders are closed. Gary Lane brings us this report from the Serbia-Hungary border.
The constant stream of refugees and other migrants from Turkey into Europe seems never ending. Now the word is out. At least here in this part of Eastern Europe, the border is closed. This is Hungary's border with Serbia. About 3,000 to 4,000 migrants are crossing this border every day, and that is overwhelming this tiny nation. Comparatively, that would be like 100,000 migrants crossing from Mexico into the United States each day. So what would you do? The Hungarian government erected a 100-mile fence and has now closed its border with Serbia. There's no longer free passage for refugees. Mohammed from Damascus was recently married. He and his wife, like many other refugees, found safety in Turkey. Now he wants a better life in Europe. He was among those turned away at the Hungarian border.
Can you let me cross? No, not be able to cross here. Okay, but all these people cross long road. But many countries to cross in peace. Okay,
Police sent them through a field to another crossing, but now anyone who crosses without prior approval will be arrested. The Hungarians have received plenty of criticism for not being more hospitable. The Austrian chancellor likened Hungary's treatment of the refugees to the Nazi deportation of Jews during the Holocaust. At the border, the United Nations regional representative told CBN News, while she believes Hungary can do more to help the newcomers, she understands the small country's limitations.
I think that they are making a lot of efforts. I think that there is certainly room for improvement. But Hungary is a country that has some resources, they have certain capacities, and the numbers that are now entering are so big that they exceed the capacities of Hungary.
Just before the border closed, we found most of the migrants in good spirits. Some were thirsty from making their journey in the hot sun. Volunteers provided them with drinking water and food to eat. They stood in long lines for hours. Border guards compassionately assisted them as they boarded buses provided by the Hungarian government. They were taken to processing centers before they were allowed to leave Hungary. The majority of these migrants are young men who may now find the pathway to Western Europe more difficult. Germany and Austria are also overwhelmed. They have tightened their own borders. So why now? Why are the refugees leaving camps in Turkey, Lebanon, and Jordan? Has the international community failed them?
I don't like to use the word failure, but I certainly think that a lot more support is needed, and it should be coming, from everyone.
In the meantime, with the Hungarian border closed, the migrants are likely to seek alternative routes through Croatia and Romania. Getting to Germany will be even more challenging. From the Serbia-Hungary border, Gary Lane, CBN News, Roski, Hungary.